Yo, what is going on, guys? We are back today for another two-parter Alliance War video. That means we got two wars in one here. And, this first war is the polar opposite to the next war. Literally, I only have two fights in this war. They're right here. This Domino, and then that Nick Fury. And that's it. That was my entire assignments for this whole war. And then, my Officer Clown was like, enjoy the break, because next war we're sending you every fight. I was like, okay, So for this war, it's super chill, just a Domino and a Nick Fury, and we're gonna be going for some Shuri action here. And Shuri, great option for Domino, so not worried at all here. None of these nodes are anything too crazy. We're going to try to time the knockdown here when the protection comes back. There we go. And yeah, when she's lucky here, I'm paying attention. I'm not ending my combo because of the lucky evade that's out there. Here, I throw my special immediately, even though she has that lucky, but Shuri's specials cannot be evaded, so I felt safe in doing so. And then here, of course, the protection is back, so we got a heavy, and then that converts all of our debuffs into passives, and we lose most of our guaranteed crits. But we go for another special one here, and that gets all of our guaranteed crits back. Not that we really need it, because she is, essentially dead. Bait this, one hit, 15k crit, and she down. Under a minute fight, bog standard. Alright, and I have Onslaught for this Nick Fury, and then I just have Heimdall just as a safety net. I only had two fights. I didn't have, I had an open team slot, so I was like, sure, Heimdall, watch my back, buddy, So, I was not thinking this Nick Fury was going to be difficult at all, but the difficulty arises once we kill him. So, we're applying all of these debuffs to him from the node, from our Daunted. We got lots of debuffs flying right now. Got the magnetism. So, gonna go ahead with that special one, apply all the Neuroshock, all that goodness. There we go. We're going to pause everything with a heavy attack. As soon as we bait a heavy attack, there we go. At this point, I was thinking, the fight is pretty much over. We just throw the special 2, then deal with the second life, and then that should be it. But what I didn't realize is that every single one of those Daunted right now are going to turn into Energize. So watch this here. He now has 11 Energize passives, and he's fully unblockable, so I need to back up. I have no Neuroshock, no degen, no nothing, because it all gets wiped when we go into the next mode. You can see that heavy attack gave him a lot of power, like a lot. Like his power gain right now is crazy. I was like, this is a bit precarious. Let's be careful here. Throw a heavy, but I don't have anything here. So I think I was like, all right, let's throw a special 2. Hopefully with the Daunted, it just hits hard enough to kill him. Wasn't even considering the degens, and he did go down. Nick Fury, second life only, he's gonna have around 30% once he's done degenning. So yeah, that was my entire participation for this war. I didn't do much that war. Next war though, now we're facing I think these guys, this one's PBT, the other one was XK9. So against PBT, we got a stacked path. I think it's 9 fights. On section 1, section 2, there's 2 possible fights. So on path fights, like 4. I have 5 additional fights after my 2 paths. Like big assignment load for this war. So this is the team Hulk and Silver Surfer again with that synergy, and then we're bringing in Big Papa Knull because he is going to be taking a bunch of mini bosses and the boss fight as well. Let's just skip ahead a little bit here now that we're all nice and boosted. And we are once again going to be jumping onto path number 5. We got a Man-Thing up first as per usual, and then an Enchantress up next, which we're going to be using Hulk for. So a little bit worried about that fight. But man, Hulk is just an absolute monster. Absolute monster with this tactic, with the synergy. He's just smashing and clapping everything, dude. It's great. So this Man-Thing fight, I think it actually ends up being one of my better Man-Thing fights here. I think it's just all because we land some crits on our special 2. So here we're just knocking him down. There we go. And then I think, yeah, we're going to drop like 2 special 2s. This was also the very last war before I updated. And, you know, the moment you update, I think the power back boost change goes through. So, you know, I wanted to do this war one last time with the power back boost. So here, boom, we special 2. Doesn't crit, but did 56k. And it gave us a lot of power back. And then here, another clap. That one did 54k. It did crit. And he did. So that was one of my best Man-Thing fights, actually, in Section 1. I feel like it was one of the fastest ones, under a minute. Some big claps, and he goes down. This is my last war using these power back boosts, man. So we got to enjoy it. You know, we got to enjoy it while we can. So just going to go ahead, heal Hulk up to the max before this next fight. It's Enchantress, so, you know, I want to be a little bit extra careful. So this is where Enchantress is typically placed because of with her heavy attack, she's going to be passively unstoppable. But, you know, we do have access to the slow with the being a tactic attacker with decay. So we can get her slowed. That is one thing to keep in mind here. But, you know, we don't have any way to counter miss. And, you know, she is going to be getting that untouchable from time to time. So start with a heavy attack to get the knockdown. And, of course, there was no knockdown prompt, which would have been nice, you know, just to take care of that. Here we finally made a heavy. And boom, we get the hit in. Now we just have 2 of the orange icons, which means we need an intercept. So boom, smash out the light intercept right there. Stop the combo short because I don't want to give her too much power. We're going to go for a heavy attack, apply the slow, get the stun, do a little 2 hits into another special one. That special one is purely just to create distance and to also get the knockdown from the node. And thankfully she didn't throw her special. So now we've entered Gamma Rage. She hasn't even thrown a single special this whole fight, and she's dead. So that was just like a textbook perfection fight right there, dude. Could not have asked for any better. Hulk just smashing all these fights. You know, I had an invulnerability boost on that fight because I was a little bit worried. Was not needed at all, dude. Crazy. So now we're moving into Section 2, and our fights are going to be a Mojo up first and then a Cersei up second. So this Mojo, I was not worried about in the teeny tiniest slightest. Like, I was going into this fight like, all right, this dude's about to get smashed. But the next fight I am a little bit worried about. So here, you know, we're triggering his prompts. I literally don't care. Like, I'm immune to the hater buffs that he can apply to me. So it really doesn't matter. I'm not worried at all. Here we're going to go for a special 1. And then we're going to... I got in like an extra little hit there. Then we throw the relic here. And I was considering going for a stun lock or a special 2. I decided to play it safe and just go for the stun lock. I'm sure a special 2 big clap would have ended it there. But just played it safe. That fight was a joke. Absolute breeze. And then we move on to Cersei. Now, this is one of the trickier fights, especially for these initial path fights. Basically, we're immune to all the nodes, but it's a Cersei we got to deal with. And Hulk doesn't really have, you know, any way to counter Cersei's annoying defensive abilities. So the fight's just going to be a bit of a slog, and we're just going to have to, you know, kind of wait out the glancing periods, which is really annoying, but there's not a whole bunch else we can do. So yeah, we triggered the glancing literally right away. Now all we do here is just wait. You know, Cersei can be a little bit scary. Her specials, they're like unblockable, so you got to be careful. She does get like some power gain too with the Sig ability. So yeah, it's definitely annoying, man. And already you can see now the glancing is off cooldown. And I was just trying to bait a special out here. But I should definitely have... Or yeah, I think I wanted to trigger the glancing and then bait a special. Just because, you know, I might as well... 2 birds with 1 stone. You know, if I need to kill time waiting out the glancing, I might as well be spending that time being productive by baiting out a special attack. So here we're going to go for a special 2. Because the glancing was gone. Unfortunately, no crit, and then unfortunately we get caught by her special there. The invulnerability hits save us, so we're okay. But now we're in our Gamma Rage, and the glancing is up. And then here we get caught by another unblockable special, into a stun, into a little bit of a combo. Thankfully, she wasn't really critting me. But yeah, here we're going to go for another special 2. It does not crit again, man. I can't hit the crits when I need them. Crit would have been so helpful right there. And then here, trigger the glancing again. This is such an annoyingly long fight here. I mean, it's really not even that long. We're a minute and a half in, but it just feels like such a long fight. But here, finally, another window to do damage with the glancing down, and we kill her. I mean, the fight was only a minute 29, but for some reason, it felt like much longer. It felt like a 3-minute fight at least when I was in it. But I was really happy to just be done with that fight. Didn't die. Would have been embarrassing if I died to that, dude. Just catching some annoying unblockable specials. But so that's our path fights done. Now we move on to the mini bosses. So we have our first mini boss up here is a Onslaught. And I just realized this guy is running the Pirate King title. So shout out to this guy. He knows what's up. What's this guy's name? Ace? I wonder if his name is from One Piece too. I don't know. But yeah, we have Onslaught here. We got some Power Snack, Prowess Build Up Unblockable, 1 too many hits. Not really too worried here. And the plan is to just go for a special 3. Just go for a special 3 with Hulk. And that's how you get the really, really big damage. You know, you apply a massive physical vulnerability debuff to the opponent. And then you just start smashing. And, you know, that is Onslaught's weakness as well. He's weakest to physical-based damage. So here I'm going to stop the combo short right at 9, just so I don't have the crushed on me. I don't want it on me unless I'm like really ready. So here we're going to go ahead and trigger it. Boom, there we go. We're going to get a little bit of willpower healing. Be mindful of it. All right, make sure we're also shrugging off the Neuro Shock as quickly as possible. So everything's going great so far. You know, we're almost at special 3, which is good. Got basically full health. Just taking this fight, you know, very slow and steady start. Don't worry though, you know, trust in the process. So we're gonna bait out one more special, trigger the crushed again. Boom, there we go. We're sitting at 9 Fury passives right now. We're gonna let the Power Sting fall off. We're at a perfect full yellow bar right now. All right, now is time. We're gonna throw the special 3. You know, it doesn't do a crazy amount. It does a nice little chip damage there, right? But here, this right here, don't blink. 54k medium crit. Big combo, big relic, another combo, dead. Like, what? Let's rewind that here. Let's watch that again. You know, we're like a minute into the fight. We've done like 30%. And then the other 2/3 of his health just gone in 2 combos and 1 relic. Dead. If he didn't die to that, I was going to throw my special, and I would have taken some Power Sting damage, but he would have been in the stun lock. And then, yeah, would have been dead. So, that fight was freaking awesome, dude. Hulk's been smashing all these fights, you know, previously for me in the season without going for the special 3. It's the first time really going for the special 3 and seeing 54,000 medium crits. Like, wow. Wow. That was awesome. That was freaking awesome. That was my favorite fight of the war. Just so much damage in 2 combos and a relic. Alright, so that mini boss went really good. Next mini boss here we have is a Punisher 2099. So there is some root on this fight. My goal for this fight is to never let him throw a special. You know, the way this node works is he gains power really quickly under certain bars of power, but then once he's above those bars of power, he gains the power extremely slowly. So, you know, I was trying for a special 3 cycle again, but this guy puts a little, you know, power lock when you go to special 3. And then here I end up getting rooted, which was not good. So right there, I'm at, you know, 9 of my bubble shield. Here is now the 10. There's the unblockable. Throw the relic as a bit of a safety net. I thought I was going to combo special 2 clap, but he's already dead. Way overkill. So, yeah. Dude, Hulk just smashing these fights. But alright, that's it. Hulk is now done. Hulk can finally take a rest. He absolutely smashed every fight this war. Good work, Hulk. Now he can take a breather, and it's Knull's turn to take over now. We have 3 tech fights in a row. We got Prowler, Warlock, and then a Shocker boss. So, let's get into it. Up first, we have rank 3 Prowler, 500,000 health, missing in action, return policy, power efficiency, and what was that other node? Feats of vigilance. So, you know, Knull has the ability to counter evade and auto block, but miss is not something that he counters. So if I have the falter on me, gotta be really careful with that. So here, you know, we can parry as much as we like, but Prowler does have some non-contact attacks, so we're not going to be landing the parry stun each and every time. You'll see there, I held my heavy for like a second. It's because if you punish Prowler specials right away, he's going to apply a falter passive to us, which we don't want. So here, go ahead, drop the special 1, and I'm just being very, very mindful because he has 2 bars. Prowler, his AI loves to throw the special 2 as you're dashing. So if Prowler's ever at 2 bars, you want to be very careful baiting that special out, just because he's going to really try to catch you with it. So here, you know, doing some light ending combos, just trying to pause our corruption and do some damage, converting some of our stuff to degen. Alright, then we've already thrown another special 1 to get another set of corruption cooking. Here we are about to get the falter, and we get it like right as our corruption triggers, which is just like the worst possible time. And then here he also goes unstoppable passively, so I need to throw off my heavy. You know, I need to get him slowed. I just kind of forgot about the tactic mid-fight. So boom, get that up. And then here he's throwing specials. And with the power efficiency, he like always has another special ready, which is extremely annoying. But yeah, we're okay. Again, bait the special 2 carefully. Alright, there we go. Don't have the falter on me yet, but here it's coming. So I was gonna go for like a little heavy counter, but I'm stuck on the wall here. And I'm like, dude, this is bad. This is bad. The unstoppable goes away, and then it immediately re-triggers. I'm like, dude, are you serious right now? He almost dexes out of my heavy, but the last hit connects, so we reapply the slow. And finally, we're out of the wall, which is great, and he's dead. That was a scary fight, honestly. I thought that one was going to be the easy one, you know, out of these 3, out of Prowler, Warlock, Shocker. I thought Prowler was definitely going to be the easiest defender out of those. That was not as easy as I was thinking it was going to be. That was a little bit rough. So now I'm like a tad worried, you know, just a tad, but I'm like, all right, it's fine. So here there's Polka Dot Power debuff. So I'm thinking here, you know, I have 30 seconds left on this invulnerability boost. I'm like, do I want to go in with the invulnerability boost, or do I want to have a Power Start 1 boost? Because if I don't have a Power Start 1 boost, you know, then I can never activate my corruption. The only way to activate corruption is with a special 1 or a special 3. So if I don't use a Power Start 1 boost, I'll never gain any power at all in this fight. So I was like, you know, I think I should go for a Power Start 1 just to have that, so I can activate corruption at any given point. So that's what I decided to end up doing. On my assignment, it didn't really say one way or the other on really a game plan for this fight, so I'm just making it up as I go. So go ahead, start the fight, and the first thing I'm thinking is that, alright, we need to keep these slow up. You know, we really need to keep that slow active, and, you know, I don't mind going for just heavy attacks because that's going to be applying more of our debuffs. The nice thing as well here is Knull does have some degen resistance, so he's not going to be taking as much damage from the brute force. He's still going to be taking damage, don't get me wrong, but not as much. And so there I threw the special just because I was worried about getting my power drained. Because, you know, if you try to heal against a Warlock, that's what happens. And then here he just triggers the unstoppable passive at literally, again, the worst possible moment. I was just about to start to do some damage, and then he goes passively unstoppable. I'm like, dude, really? Like, god damn it, that's so annoying. That's so freaking annoying. You know, I'm not going to be able to get to another special attack now. So at this point, I'm like, alright, well, just combos. I'm like, alright, I gotta make sure I keep the slow up. We can't have the stupid unstoppable passive, you know, screwing me up anymore. It's so annoying when that happens. So, gotta be very mindful of that. But I also gotta be mindful if I'm trying to heavy counter him right like that. And then he's still freaking went unstoppable in the middle of my freaking heavy attack, dude. Like, unreal. But if Warlock has a bar of power and you're baiting his heavy and punishing with a heavy, there is a decent chance he's just going to throw his special in the middle of your heavy, you know. So I was definitely keeping that in mind as well. I don't want to get blasted by this dude's special, especially a special 2. That'll probably kill me. So get the relic off, get another heavy off, keep that slow up. I'm like, alright, bait one more special here. Alright, there we go. And time to die, Warlock. Time to frickin' die, dude. Go for a little dash back light intercept. There we go. Took him down. That fight sucked. That was annoying. Honestly, I feel like the Prowler was scarier for me when I was in that fight. But neither of those fights compare to the boss, which is Shocker. Now, we've already had to fight Shocker a couple times this season, but those were with Hulk. And they went pretty good. But that was definitely not on a boss node. Here now on the boss node, he has 900,000 health, man. And we're going to switch back to an invulnerability boost. A lot of boosting this war. So many gray boosts. Power start ones, invulnerability boosts. Doing my damnedest here to not die. So, we pull up. Final fight of the war. Not number 9 for this war. 9th fight. Shocker boss. Took a little while to load in. I was a bit scared. Boom, we're in now. So, very first thing I'm going to do, again, heavy. Get that slow up. Don't want to deal with the BS unstoppable. So again here, I think we're gonna bait another heavy. Oh no, just an intercept. Bait one special, and then we immediately bait another special. And then we immediately get the light intercept, because we don't want him having any unblockable dashes or any kind of BS like that. Bait is heavy, reply with our own heavy, keep that slow up. Boom, he's at 50 charges. Alright, need an intercept. Boom, get the light intercept immediately once again. Gotta stay on top of that. Able to punish that special attack. Go for a little intercept, go for a little heavy, get the slow up here, bait the special, and then here we need an intercept first, and then we can go ahead and drop our special 3. Gotta be intercepting first. We don't want to get caught by any type of unblockable dash and then get like stun locked or some BS like that. No, we don't want that. So boom, decapitate this fool with the special 3. That applies our corruption. It didn't even push him to a bar of power there. I thought it would, but nope. So now we go in, get some big combos going here. We're looking for an intercept as well because he just hit 50 charges. Boom, get the intercept immediately again. Feeling so good. Intercepts are on point. Everything's going great. Decided to go for another special 1. Get a fresh corruption on the way. And just keep going for these, intercept light combos. Everything's going great. Get a little heavy attack cooking up. We need another intercept. Boom, land it immediately, bro. Intercepting with Knull feels amazing with his sword. This feels great. Boom, another punish on the special 1. We're close enough. Another intercept, over 50 charges. Boom, get rid of that garbage. Another special 1. We got multiple stacks of corruption going right now. Immediately counter punch with the unblockable and unstoppable from the corruption triggering. And that is Shocker boss. Just absolutely destroyed. I feel like I played that fight so clean, man. Barely any mistakes, if any. Minute 52. Just smashed this entire frickin' warpath. Just felt so good. And so at that point in the war, we had 1 death, they had none. So let's see the first war. This one was where I only had 2 fights against X plus K9. We had 2 deaths as an alliance, and they had 1. So we lost. Then I got the number 1 MVP for this war, my 9 fights and a boss kill. As an alliance, we only died 1 single time, and we still lost. They didn't die at all. Bro, I'm so sick of Decay. So sick of this. God, these wars are just so tight and annoying. Just like, ugh, it's annoying. So that's now 3 losses in a row for us, which sucks. Really sucks, man. Lost to GT40, and then, yeah, these 2 losses now after that. Feels terrible. But I am proud of my own performance, especially for this war. Number 1 MVP, first of the season. And for once, like, usually the MVPs are, sometimes they're dumb. Like, sometimes I'll die, and I'll still be in the MVPs. And it's like, that doesn't make no sense. But this war, I feel like it was actually warranted. Probably my best war of the season so far. But, yeah, unfortunately, we lost. So, that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for both of these alliance wars in this one video. Drop a like for all the fights, no deaths. I've still only died 1 time this entire war, which was in the first war of the season. But yeah, that's gonna do it. Subscribe to the channel if you guys want to see more alliance war videos, all kinds of other content. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you have a great, wonderful day. Peace.